This is Avatar's Radio, News on the Hour. Give us 10 minutes and we'll give you the metaverse.
This is News on the Hour. I'm Ellen Dragonfire, reporting. We can't wait to see what drama unfolds in Tekken 8. The newest entry in the Tekken series is about to mix things up by adding memorable character interactions before the fights start, a la Street Fighter. Tekken commentator and YouTuber Spag got his hands on the alpha build and compiled every intro, outro, and rage art in a video you can watch on his channel on YouTube. But let's dive into the good stuff, like Jin Kazama and coup instigator Lars Alexandersson's friendly fist bump. It's refreshing to see family members get along in this notoriously volatile Mishima clan. Meanwhile, Ling Xiaoyu's one-sided infatuation with Jin is apparent in their pre-fight chat, but Jin's non-committal reply leaves us thinking she's better off without him. And finally, the zestiest interaction goes to Kazuya Mishima and his deceased wife, Jun Kazama. With Jun back in the picture, things are about to get heated in the Mishima family tree. It looks like Electronic Arts is cleaning house. The video game publisher is laying off over 700 employees, about 6% of its workforce. That's a lot of people to let go, especially considering the company reported a $1.3 billion profit just a few months ago. EA CEO Andrew Wilson says the company is gaining momentum and wants to focus on projects that align with its strategy. Unfortunately, we don't know exactly which departments will be affected by the layoffs, but we do know that EA will be pulling away from projects that don't fit its new focus. So if you're a fan of The Sims, EA Sports FIFA 23, or Apex Legends, you should start worrying. On the bright side, EA is still planning to support Madden 23, Battlefield 2042, and Star Wars Jedi Survivor when it launches at the end of April. And let's not forget about The Sims 5, which is in development by EA developer Maxis. EA's layoffs are just the latest in a string of similar moves other gaming companies like Twitch, Amazon, Microsoft, Take-Two, Unity, and others have all made recently. We might have to wait a little longer for Silent Hill 2's remake. The studio behind the project, Bloober Team, has printed a statement refuting recent reports that the game is technically ready but not quite finished. According to Bloober Team, some of the recent statements made by its CEO were taken out of context due to inaccurate translations. The studio emphasized that regardless of the development stage, it's focusing on obtaining the highest quality for its finished product that their fans deserve. So what does that mean for the release date? It's hard to say for sure, but it sounds like there might be some miscommunication between Bloober Team and its publisher Konami. It wouldn't be surprising if Konami requested the statement to manage expectations and avoid PR missteps. In the meantime, all we can do is wait patiently for more information to be released. Attention gamers and Blizzard fans in China, we have a little bit of tea to serve. According to a recent report from the New York Times, the falling out between Activision and its Chinese partner NetEase might have been a big misunderstanding. It turns out that the tensions had been brewing for a while, with Activision CEO Bobby Kotick feeling unhappy about NetEase's investment in Bungie, and another studio founded by a former senior employee at Activision. Ooh, that is juicy. Things came to a head when the two companies began negotiating a proposed change to the licensing deal between them. NetEase wanted to license Activision directly, but Activision was reluctant to give them more control over its game properties. During the negotiation call, things got a little heated when NetEase CEO William Ding reportedly said his company could persuade the Chinese government to block or approve proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard, depending on how the licensing negotiations went. Activision executives took this as a threat, but NetEase says that they were simply pointing out the reality of the situation. Long story short, the negotiations fell through, and gamers in China lost access to Blizzard games like World of Warcraft and Overwatch. The breakup was so bad that NetEase employees, and we did report on this, smashed a giant statue of World of Warcraft's legendary two-handed axe Gorehowl that sat outside their studio that handled the Blizzard licenses. Yikes. Don't worry, Activision is saying it's committed to players in China and is looking for alternative ways to run the games there. One possible replacement distributor is rumored to be The Nine, which published World of Warcraft in China before Activision's move to NetEase. And good news for Microsoft, the proposed acquisition is making headway, with the UK's Competition and Markets Authority no longer concerned about the possibility that Microsoft will make the Call of Duty games an Xbox exclusive. Stay tuned for more updates about access to Blizzard games in China right here on Avatars Radio. Star Wars The Old Republic just got a boost with Update 7.2.1. Get ready for Galactic Seasons 4 and PvP Season 2 reward tracks, plus a brand new 64-bit game client. Say goodbye to clunky old systems and hello to smoother gameplay experiences on more modern systems. BioWare is not alone in this decision, as other games are also making the switch. It's time to embrace the future, folks. Galactic Seasons 4 brings a new pilgrimage story to the game by introducing Force user Amity. Join Amity on his quest for peace and cooperation, and earn rewards like new customization options, weapons, titles, and even a Mech Shah hideout stronghold. If PvP is more your style, prepare for PvP Seasons 2, Piercing the Veil. 7.2.1 also includes the Credit Economy Initiative. The dev team is working hard to improve the in-game economy, and this is just the first step. So grab your lightsabers and blasters and dive into the new updates in Star Wars: The Old Republic. May the Force be with you. In a profoundly troubling investigative report by Linda Kodega over at Gizmodo, luxury gaming table manufacturer Wyrmwood Gaming, the maker of luxury tabletop gaming furniture in the U.S., is in hot water. Co-founder and CEO Doug Costella has been accused of fostering a toxic company culture that is rife with sexual harassment, workplace misconduct, and sexism. But that's not all, folks. Social media manager and show producer Bobby Downey, who appears regularly in the company's YouTube series Worm Life, has been accused of multiple cases of sexual harassment against coworkers, even pleasuring himself in front of one employee. And if that's not bad enough, the report also alleges that the company has had a history of dangerously defective machinery and a blatant disregard for the safety and well-being of their craftsmen. OSHA violations, anyone? Needless to say, fans and supporters of Wyrmwood are not happy, with some even vowing to boycott the company. Looks like it's game over for Wyrmwood Gaming. Last week, Atari surprised everyone by acquiring Nightdive Studios, the developer responsible for bringing back classic 90s shooters, including Turok and Turok 2, Blood, Quake, and Power Slave, as well as the upcoming System Shock remake. Although not everyone is thrilled with the news due to Atari's less than stellar contemporary reputation, Larry Cooperman, Nightdive's director of business development, said in an interview that those concerns are misplaced. Nightdive will continue to do what it's always done, effectively independent of Atari. Wade Rosen, the CEO of Atari, also acknowledged the feelings among Nightdive fans. Still, he said Atari has no intention of changing what Nightdive does or how it does it, nor will it direct the company to work exclusively on Atari brands or projects in the future. That is all the news on the hour for this hour, broadcasted at the top of every hour and updated daily. Contact us to submit your press releases regarding gaming news, in-metaverse events, and DJ parties and event coverage at avatarsradio.rocks/contact. You are tuned into Avatars Radio, independent community radio of the Avatars, broadcasting inside MMO games, on the web, and video simulcasted at twitch.tv/avatarsradiorocks. Stop by the stream and say hello, and please click that follow button while you're there.